Trump advisor Alex Bruesewitz, young guy, he collapsed on stage last night at a Young Republicans convention, and I don't. It was very odd. He was standing there. He's a young guy. He's a very looks like he's in great shape. Young dude. He's probably, I don't know, late 20s, maybe mid 20s. I don't know. He was standing there and he was giving his speech when all of a sudden he started slurring his words, and he just tips over and he brings the lectern down and everything. Alex Bruesewitz, I didn't technically meet him when I was in Green Bay for Donald Trump's rally, but I did see him walking around there. He is a Wisconsin native, and he's actually the one that replaced Mike Gallagher for Wisconsin's 8th district with Tony Weed. Mike Gallagher, he got out of there. He's fading. He fades into the background because everybody knows that he is just a complete backstabber of the MAGA and the conservative movement. But it's very interesting what's going on. And then we also have an update on this. He actually passed out again in the hospital. But let me show you just exactly what happened with Alex Bruesewitz last night at this NYRC gala. Now, I don't know what all those letters stand for, but I know it's like New York Republican Convention Gala. But this is what happened, just this short clip right here of Alex Bruesewitz. Young dude somehow falls over and passes out. Take a look.
Oh no, what are you doing? I'm forgetting my words. But shame impeachment.
And everyone rushes to the stage to try to help him out. Now, this could be a number of different things. I see a lot of people saying that this is a stroke. Other people are saying that it could have something to do with a jab. Alex, did you take the jab? I don't know Alex personally, of course, but I feel like someone of Alex's ilk would probably be one of the ones that didn't take the jab. So I would hesitate to blame this on the jab. But there's a bunch of other reasons why this could happen. I've seen this happen. Videos when, there's a wedding going on. One of the bridesmaids, she's standing there and her knees are locked. And somehow, I believe the idea is it constricts blood flow. And you're standing there, you're nervous, you lock your knees, and then that constricts your blood flow and you fall over. I don't know what's going on here, but that is what happened. And then apparently he actually passed out again. If I can get to the top of this article, here we go. Trump advisor Alex Bruesewitz faints again at the hospital after tumbling over lectern on stage at New York City Young Republican Gala. There we go. There are all of the letters right there. We got it. So Alex Bruesewitz, a top advisor for President-elect Donald Trump, remains in the hospital on Monday, where he suffered another fainting spell after tumbling over a lectern on stage on Sunday night at a Republican gala. Quote, he is still admitted to a hospital in New York where he has undergone a series of tests. Please keep this young man, this young fighter, in your thoughts and prayers. Brucewitz's lawyer says the 27-year-old Alex Bruesewitz fainted again after being admitted to the hospital, according to two sources familiar with the incident. He had appeared totally fine before the incident at the gala. This is why I wondered if maybe it had something to do with the way he was standing, because that could definitely do it. But then if you see that he fainted again at the hospital, I mean, that doesn't make sense. So it has to be a health problem in and of itself, right? The Trump advisor was mid-speech, energetically commending the New York Young Republican Club and giving shout-outs to prominent attendees when he begins slurring his words. And you heard the video, you saw the video, you said, quote, I'm forgetting my words. And they say that's when he toppled forward over the lectern. Sounds like in the video, let's go back to it, because he sounds like he says something about a sham impeachment. It's almost like someone in the crowd yelled out sham impeachment, and he's like, yeah, sham impeachment. And that's when he just kind of got knocked over there. You hear that?
But
to go back.
I'm forgetting my words. But sham impeachment.
Yeah. So he says, I'm forgetting my words, and someone in the crowd says sham impeachment. He says, sham impeachment. So it very well could be a stroke or something like that. I know that strokes, they do affect your speech. But Raheem Kassim, a former senior aide to British politician Nigel Farage, came on stage later to calm attendees. He says, I talked to our friend Alex Bruesewitz, and you know what he asked me? He said, did I at least look cool? Hey, it did kind of look cool the way he brought the whole lectern down with him. And then he said, Alex, you use gravity like I've never seen you use gravity before in anyone's lives. So, yeah, I mean, pray for Alex Bruesewitz. He's one of the key figures in Trump's campaign. He really is. He's one of the ones that helped Trump get connected to all these podcasts he went on. I know it was Barron Trump, Donald Trump's son, but it was also Alex Bruesewitz who really coordinated a lot of that. And some of this young talent that Trump's brought into his campaign is, I mean, I can't tell you how much of a difference that made in Donald Trump's campaign. This new media that we see, these podcasts, YouTube shows, that is where most of the people these days are getting their media. Now, there are some, that like it the old way. They like to get their media from legacy media and get that narrative because it's consistent. You don't really have to think that much. You just watch what they say and you accept it. Now, with new media, you kind of get to watch a hodgepodge of different sources. You get entertained. You might learn something new. You get to kind of weigh the things maybe one podcaster says with another podcaster, and you kind of get to weed out what you feel is true for yourself. And Alex Bruesewitz, I think, is kind of a genius because I believe he saw this. He saw where the public was largely getting their media, and he saw an opportunity for to make a difference in Donald Trump's campaign, and that's what he did, along with Barron Trump, and he coordinated all of that. So Alex Bruesewitz, Godspeed. Hopefully he's doing all right. Faints for a second time at the hospital, so hopefully it's not any serious injury, health problems. But what do you guys think about this? Do you know who Alex Bruesewitz is? You might have seen him if you've gone to any of the Trump rallies. He's always scrambling around, very energetically getting things done. But let me know what you think of this down below in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until then, I will see you on the next one.